We have finally reached the multiverse in Black Clover chapter 360.
What? Bro, I'm out, man.
The reason I say that is that Lucius assumed with his foresight in this dimension everything will go his way. Unfortunately, he's not in the right timeline because certain people has gotten stronger, certain people are alive, and certain people should be dead as well too. But the trajectory changed because of one person alone. And before I start, guys, please hit the subscribe button. We're officially 23 subscribers away from the big 200 goal. Now, get into the chapter. Unfortunately, the previous chapter we got Noel's new transformation to dragon form, and I would have loved to see more during this chapter, but unfortunately we only get 2 pages of Noel versus Aesir. Noel activates Sea Dragon Roar, and that paneling looks so damn good, but I'm not gonna keep saying like I always say with my previous chapter reviews, but I'm gonna move on. And Aesir is able to literally spear through the Dragon Roar, and we never see Aesir versus Noel in this chapter again. I wish I would have got more, but beggars can be choosers. But I definitely can say, guys, the rest of this chapter is fire. As of right now, you see Lucius and going at it. As of right now, you see Lucius just punching the sword, not even using his own sword or his hand, nothing. He just punches the sword, and is flying back right now. When this does get anime, it's going to be fire, because as of right now, they're literally flying through the entire Clover Kingdom right now, going back and forth with each other. Lucius says his star and wind magic possesses mobility capable of matching my own foresight and speed. And as of right now, this part right here was so badass when is going for the slash, and Lucius just grabs the sword and throws him back in the building. I'm gonna repeat what I just said. He grabs his sword and throws him against the building. That right there is fire, and just shows the showcase of who is the top dog right now. And right now Lucius says that this is the end. With this attack, I'll take control over your soul. And we're thinking, okay, this might be the final blow, but activates wind spirit creation magic, Spirit of Noctis, a shield of wind that blows back oncoming attacks. And right now Lucius is very surprised right now. He's like, what kind of magic is that right now? And then is able to deflect it and get a little minor slash on him. Lucius is starting to realize that he is getting very faster. And then right now is like, I can't last much longer, so I have to end this right now. And then Lucius starts thinking like, this is very strange right now. Even if he puts his whole life into training, and that grew up in the Clover Kingdom, how does he have this much power? The reason why I say we're in the multiverse is that Lucius starts thinking about other different timelines about certain people. Out of all my visions, the world where was at his most powerful was the one where the Spade Rebellion never happened, and he grew steadily strong. Even that required years to master star magic. And yet, in a little over a year, this has gotten very powerful, and even more powerful than possibly over me. And they start thinking about the other people as well too. Like he looks over and he's like, how did Noel get stronger as well too? There's no future where she should have become this strong. Also, the crazy Mongolian, whether or not she's fighting Morris, and if you guys already know, I'm not a big fan of Morris. But anyways, he's saying that with Mariona, she should have gotten killed instantly. And then he looks at Fagolion. Fagolion shouldn't be here right now. He should have died early. And I'm like, God damn, you guys are doing my boy dirty. Like, I like Fagolion, but then he's supposed to die early. Like, what, beginning of the Spade Kingdom War arc, or he's supposed to die against Lucifero? I wonder, like, to get a little bit more detail, like how did Fagolion, how is he supposed to die? And also, he's saying that the Magic Knights, all of them, should have been wiped out. And he's realizing that this timeline has been altered. It's not the one that he saw before he started, this warpath of, becoming, transforming everybody into Padalins. And right now he's looking at, so why? What's so different about this timeline? What's different about my vision? I'm getting vibes from Infinity War with Doctor Strange, wherein I believe it was Iron Man, Spider-Man, the Guardians of the Galaxy fighting against Thanos. And, he activates the time Infinity Stone, and he comes back and he's saying that there's only one way to defeat Thanos. So this right here, with Lucius seeing the future, it's giving me vibes from Infinity War. So comment below, guys, let me know if you guys agree with that. But this is how I feel right now. And with him seeing different timelines, he thought that he was in the correct one, but this one has been changed because of one person alone. And right now, start thinking about everything that happened in the past, all the the previous battles that him and Asta fought against, and he got a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is where he knew that, damn, I'm the side character, because it always came down to him at the end where he did the finishing blow against the boss that we're fighting together. And the one that bothered him the most is the one against Lucifero. And he says that always frustrated me. But he's also the reason why I've been able to stand against those that cannot defeat. So right here, I love the rivalry between each other. Because they're always, never try to belittle each other. They're always trying to, help each other. They still support each other, but they always will be like, hey, I am stronger than you no matter what. And I love this rivalry they have with each other. It's very friendly. And like I said before, they're very supportive of each other. And Lucius says, in this world, its future, I cannot see. This world that has Asta has shaped. Because Asta surviving, that he thought that he killed Asta, but instead of, Asta dying, he landed up in the land of the sun. Me killing Asta would change the timeline of what's going on right now. And everything that I first saw will come to intuition. But since Asta survived, it has changed everything. Mind you, Asta's not even in the chapter at all. His name being mentioned and him surviving just changed the dynamic of Lucius' entire plan right now. And the split face panel right here with Asta is really, really badass. And I love it right here. And you see going for a finishing blow. And he's able to attack Lucius with a giant slash. And Lucius looking down like, holy shit, he really hit me. And saying that it doesn't matter who I'm up against, I will be victorious. But unfortunately, guys, Lucius will not be down from that attack. And this is where will probably lose his Neverland magic and probably fall back to his base form. Because right now he's using all of his magic so can go against Lucius. And I feel like Lucius still has another power up, another form as well too. Because this right here looks too easy. And Lucius right now, I think he's still play fighting with everything going on. I think he's getting a feel of what magic is right now. But guys, comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this chapter. And also, what do you feel like, Asta being alive? Do you agree with it? That with him being alive changes the dynamic of Lucius, current timeline, the way he thought that he will defeat everybody with, no hesitation. It wouldn't even be a struggle for him. But also, more breaking news that sucks. Next week, there is no Black Clover chapter. They're going on break again. After a month, after 2 weeks again, Black Clover chapters, we're on break next week. But I do agree with it. Being a mangaka is a very hard job to have. So I'm all about, making sure that the artist, he gets, his rest. And we all know, once Abata comes back from break, he drops a fire chapter. But before I end this, guys, please hit the subscribe button. We're 23 away from the 200 goal. And this is Culture Anime.